you so much. So, Johnny, why don't we start off right now, sort of giving people an idea? Let's talk about what is vision, Johnny?
A vision is something that you see with your mind's eye. It's something that churns in your heart. It's a future desired state, something that you were born to do. It's a unique contribution of you alive in the world. Every human being is a unique creation of God. And your purpose, your vision is something that is inside of you that was meant to be spoken or sung or written or painted or accompanied or, a ministry or a political aspiration. A vision comes from within inside. It could be a tension in your life right now that something needs to be fixed. Something needs to happen. I'm not in the right career or choice or my destiny. What is my destiny? That's a vision. Gandhi had a vision. India became free. George Lucas had a vision. All these Star Wars movies have become a reality. Vincent Van Gogh had a vision. Starry Night is a reality. Tim had a vision. Epic Dads is a reality.
Dad, come on, man.
Wally Waiters had a vision. And Conscious Creator is a reality today. Wendy Blum Weiss has the greatest planner journal in the history of the world, has been inside of her for 9 years, and it's going to come out today. We're going to present it today. So that's a vision. And everyone that we're speaking to now has a vision, something inside of them that needs to come out. Today is a safe space, an adventure for you to go on and to hear stories of people that are achieving and living and discovering their vision. Does that answer your question?
I think I think I sort of got it. Now, everybody get that out there. Let's get some likes, some hearts going on here right now, you guys, because I am definitely feeling this. Now, Johnny, I know I met you, 6, 7 years ago, a long time ago. And how I met Johnny, just so you guys know, a friend of mine told me, you got to meet Johnny. I said, why? I don't know why. I just feel like you got to meet him. And as we started to sit down and discuss visions and what was going on, I remember you told me years ago about the vision you had for the movies and popcorn movement. And to see what's happening right now and see it alive, man, it's just powerful. So why don't you just share a little bit about that?
Okay. I'm getting direction from my director. Before I do, Tim, you're holding down the green room. And we appreciate everyone who's coming on today. Tim will be moving them in and out of the green room onto the screen. He'll be coming in and out with us today. So thank you for starting off with us, Tim. My vision, my favorite childhood memories were movies and popcorn. I mean, in the house, movies and popcorn. I kind of raised myself in many ways. And one night, late at night, there was this show about these children, and then you could see they were very sad and crying. And the writer, the narrator said, these children need food and clothing. And there was a number and everything. I remember at the time then and still now, God was my best friend. I remember telling God, God, they're hungry, feed them and share movies and popcorn with them, because that was my greatest childhood memory. So the innocence of a child, the brilliance of a child, knew there was something needed. This is not right. This is. And as I began to discover and study that we have all the food and clothing in the world, we just don't have the vision to end childhood hunger or the what is happening all over the world. So as I studied, my whole life I've studied, and I found we're not connected. How could we not be connected? And so my vision was how do we connect? Well, like childhood memory, movies and popcorn. We all, and it's such simple. Yes, every child on the planet should have food and clothing and movies and popcorn. So that's the vision. And that's what we started off, all of us.
Right.
January 18th, everyone that's a part of this, we all started and we declared that by the end of the decade, we would pull together and we would hold the vision that every child on the planet would have food and clothing and movies and popcorn. So that's the vision. It's alive. Only 6 months ago, we now have have individual sharing. And the goal today is that by the end of the day, we would have 100 women with a shared vision.
Yes, absolutely. A shout out to all you lovely women out there. Why don't you show us some love and come out? Because we need 100 of you to commit. So show me some love. Click like and join this platform, because right now this is what it's all about, you guys. Us coming together, becoming one mind, one spirit, one love. So that's what I like to invite you. Now, Johnny, how do I get one of those buckets, like those popcorn buckets? Because that looks pretty cool, man.
This is official.
That's what I mean. It's official.
This is our official logo. Victor E. Choi created this, our director, our producer, our designer, our very own Movies and Popcorn logo. You're going to be able to order them soon. But while I want to start off with the story. Victor, if you could put the white suit up, the picture of the white suit. My favorite movie. Wait, there it is. What was my favorite movie as a child was The Wizard of Oz. Well, on the 90th anniversary, this past September, the 90th anniversary of the movie, I saw it was going to be playing at the IMAX here in Fort Lauderdale, and I'm like, I have to go to that movie, the 90th, and I never saw it in a theater, and then I was getting up that morning, bought my ticket. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get dressed up. I have only worn that suit twice before this day. I've only worn that white suit twice, and I'm going to wear it today. And I wore it, and I was in there with all these kids, and it was a magical experience. And when the Wicked Witch started going down and melting, the whole theater's quiet. This little kid goes, "Uh-oh." And the whole place, it was like I always experienced it with my family. So in a theater, so at the end, I'm outside the theater in awe of what I had just experienced and the wonder. And I want to bring this vision to the world. And this little kid is standing there watching me. And he looks like me. He's got his hair is coming down in one eye, and he's looking up at me. And he's just staring at me. And I could feel his presence. And I go, "Hi." He goes, "You were in there, weren't you?" And I figured, he saw me in the movie theater. So I said, "Yes, and I was in there." And he goes, "I knew it. You are the wizard. You're the wizard." And I realized he thinks I'm the wizard from The Wizard of Oz. And I go, and I'm in that suit, and everybody's around, and I go, "Yeah, I'm the wizard." Well, he starts grabbing all the kids, and it's the wizards, and they're jumping around. And I'm like, this is incredible. Like, yes. And I say, and we're going to share movies and popcorn with everybody. And the kids are going, "Yeah." And they're all follow me, because that is what we're doing here. We all have that childlike uniqueness inside of us. And these kids were ready to follow me. I remember this little girl. Yes, everyone's having, yes. Da, da. And finally, security in the IMAX is now moving me out of the place. I even have a picture of security as they're moving me out, because what is going on? But that was a metaphor. That is what we're all doing here. We're connecting the children around the world. Everyone should have that experience.
Wow. That's amazing.
So
absolutely.
So that's
amazing.
What we're doing today. I'm coming back. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of that little blonde haired kid. That's what we're doing today. We're taking people on an adventure. We are, I'm still the wizard. Wendy's Dorothy. And we're all backing her premiere today. You guys can pick Victor, who Victor is, who the Tin Man is, who the Scarecrow is. But we're on an adventure today, and we're saying, come along. Turn off the internet, turn off the news, and come along on this adventure of visions with us.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about.
6 months ago, no one had even raised a popcorn cup at the convention center yet. And now we have our own logo. Now we have some of the greatest women on the planet holding the vision. Some of the greatest men on the planet holding space, and a team. And so I'm just honored. I'm just dazzled at what is happening here. And you know, what it takes to ask for support is huge. For me, it's being vulnerable that I need support. This could not have happened without a large number of people supporting it and gathering and giving and community. Next month, the 21st, August 21st, is now we're going even more global. I have guests globally. I have called into the mayor's office. He was going to be at the first Global Vision Conference. I have entrepreneurs that I've known since my childhood in different countries that are going to be here on the 21st. We're going to have sponsorships. Load and Associates sponsored our first one. We have an incredible video coming out. So the magic is here. And this Vision-thon, is that what I named it, Victor? Vision-thon that is happening. You can be a part of it. Your vision is a part of it. And all I've asked today is to enroll you in the vision, to hold the vision that by the end of the decade, we would feed and clothe as a global community every child on the planet by the end of the decade. And so that's what I'm asking. That's what we're doing. If you have great entrepreneurial speakers that you think would want to be guests, have them contact us. If you have great artists, we were my guests were my artists. Wendy's book is pure artistry. It's a masterpiece. But usually we have more art and music from our last ones. Carla Vanessa, the Cosmic Twins, Jen Mack, all the different people, and we have so many people in Miami and globally that are going to be a part of it. So as we now round out the day, and I'm going to have a 7-year-old as my co-host. And the day I met him, he just followed me. He watched me. And at the end of the day, Blanca, who you heard earlier, asked him, G-Money, what show was your favorite today? And he said, oh, Johnny's. Johnny's was definitely my favorite. And she says, why? And this little 7-year-old child said, well, I love movies and popcorn. And then he said in a serious tone, and his eyebrows got serious, and I think every child on the planet should have food and clothing too. Wow. And then every week, he and his sister had a movies and popcorn night, and they send me videos. Can you imagine, to encourage me, the encouragement I got of him and his sister sitting on the couch, eating popcorn and watching a movie and saying, Johnny, movies and popcorn, the vision, it's alive, come on. And their beautiful mom, Nicole, saying he'll be available. So that is next. Come on in, we're live. We are live on camera. G-Money in the house. Come on. You direct him, but we are live, man. How exciting. Come on up here. I got your stool ready. Welcome. This is him. Say hello to the world, my man.
Hi.
He is just here. He just got here. So I'm going to introduce. This is Victor, our director. Okay, he is, and you see our full studio here. And I see you now over there is, I don't know if you can see that, what we have right there, our director / popcorn maker he's on his way to make popcorn. Now, what would you like to wear? Would you like to leave this? Is this the outfit you have?
Yes.
Look at this. Look at this. So I would like everyone around the world to welcome my co-host to finish out the extraordinary Global Vision Conference. G-Money's in the house. And he does this when he gets excited, right? We get excited.
Yeah.
So I hear right now. How did you do that? You and I, we kind of got that good. We're going to get this down. We're just starting here, and this is a great audience. We have Wendy Weiss is premiering her book. Premiered her book today. You can see her in the screen over here. And this is Tim Peterson. He is an epic dad. An epic dad. So tell me, I hear that you were out and you got a new outfit for today.
Yes.
Where'd you get it?
I got it from Petite Claire.
Petite Claire. Is that French?
I don't really know.
I don't know. Petite Claire. I love it. Wendy, what do you think of this outfit for G Money? Is this my style?
Well, first I'm going to say the whole look is perfect. Like very GQ, stylish, like hip. You got it all going on. What kind of shoes?
Star Wars. Star Wars. Look at that. Oh, man, right? He's got it. He's got a vision. He's got a vision. Star Wars socks. I love it. Where did you get those?
I got them from Target.
Target. Did you see Star Wars?
Yes.
Tell me. So is it okay if I interview you a little bit before we get to our guests?
Yes.
Are you relaxed? We have popcorn being made by our director producer. Ooh, and you're going to get your own popcorn cup. You are the first. You're the first after me. You're the second person in the whole world to have an official movies and popcorn cup. G Money, we're presenting him the cup, and our director, producer / graphic designer is making the popcorn, fresh popcorn now. So tell us what made you decide you wanted to be a television host?
I really been watching. It's from me watching television shows and me from acting.
Acting. What's your favorite television show?
It was on a long time ago, but it's now on Disney Plus.
What's it called?
AFV, America's Funniest Home Video.
Ah, we are America's funniest home videos. This is us today. This is what we're gonna do. I love it. That is such a great show. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Star Wars.
Is this not, Wendy, is this not divinely orchestrated? Star Wars? Oh my goodness. Why do you love Star Wars?
Because of all of the space adventures and those stuff. And my favorite character from that is Yoda.
Yoda! I love Yoda! What is it? Give me a Yoda impersonation.
So like try to act out Yoda?
Yeah. So go ahead. You're an actor. Say something Yoda would say.
Hi. I haven't watched one with Yoda.
It is good nose.
It is good nose or something like that.
Yes, Tim, give us a Yoda impersonation, please. Come on.
Let's see. Oh God, there is no try. Oh, I can't do the voice, but there is no try. There's only two. Yeah. There is no try.
He was close.
I can't do impressions.
You were close. Wendy, do you have a Yoda impression?
Don't look over here.
Hey, if I decide to do it, you've got to jump in.
See, I'm giving him tips now. You see, you want to get your audience off center. You want to get them. We're in control of this show. You know what I mean? Not them. They're not in control. We could do whatever we want. They think they're okay. Now, can we let's order up some popcorn. Can we order up some popcorn?
Can you order some popcorn?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, kind man. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. It's Victor E. Choi. You know what? There you go. Take this one for you. We also have photographers here in the studio today taking pictures. Let's hold our popcorn up, G Money. Excellent. Okay. So you know what I loved about Star Wars is he was on a journey. He was on a hero's journey, right? He was going to do good.
Yes.
Right? And he had a lot of obstacles along the way.
Yes.
What were some of those obstacles?
So it was like to become a Jedi and to make the Force become the Force in his hands. And then he had to use all of that stuff and to get past all of those obstacles that were so hard.
Like what stuff? What do you mean, what stuff?
So I remember watching the third one with the one that he was like fighting Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
And then Obi-Wan Kenobi won the war, but the obstacle was them not trying to fall in the lava.
Yes. I hate it when we fall in lava, right?
Yeah.
What happens when you fall in lava?
You melt?
You melt. I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
All right. And what so that is a big, what's another obstacle? Now, global audience, listen. These are parables. These are teachings. This kid is unbelievable. He is my mini-me. He is preaching overcoming obstacles. When you find that lava pit, don't go through it. Go around it, right?
Yeah.
What's another obstacle from one of the movies?
Them trying to destroy the droids from the second one.
Oh, okay.
Or the first.
And what was that?
I think that was the second one.
The second one, yeah. Because it's scary. It's dangerous.
Yes.
Right? And
yeah. They have lightsabers, but the droids have guns.
Which one do you want to have?
A lightsaber for sure.
Yeah, lightsaber for sure, yes. 2 lightsabers. Victor, can you get us 2 lightsabers, please? Yes, see? Victor, when do you know Victor? He lights whatever we need. So let's start off. How about these lights? We have lights, cameras, action, everything is happening. We're going to let the audience ask a question or two of my co-host, G Money, before I put him on space. Wendy, I could see you inching up. What question would you have for my co-star, future movie star? Tell them what your vision is.
My vision is to have movies and popcorn, food, and clothes.
His vision! Did you hear that? His vision. Say it again, right there, right into the camera.
For the world to have movies and popcorn, food, and clothes.
Wow.
Come on. Wendy, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Wendy, do you have a question for my oh my goodness, my little prince?
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, so your vision in getting that message out, what do you visualize? Do you visualize that you're going to have your own show? Do you vision that you're going to have your own movies? What do you vision?
I vision that I'm going to have my own show and movie.
His own show, his own movie. I raise my popcorn cup to that. Excellent. What's the name of it?
I'm raising something to that too.
I already have a show actually.
Okay.
And the name of it, G Money on the Mic.
G Money on the Mic. And where can we find this show?
On Facebook Live.
Facebook Live, like us. Tim,
that's fantastic.
Isn't that incredible? You guys stay in this. Tim, you have a question for my co-host, Mini-Me, Little Prince, G Money?
I do. Okay, G Money. Here we go. Okay, so you're 40 years older than you are right now, and they're going to make a movie about you. Who's going to play your part? Can be any actor at any age. So who would you want to play you in the movie about G Money?
Probably me in the older version, Justin Timberlake, if he's still alive in 40 years.
Awesome. Yep. Me too. That's who I'm going to have play me too. Just if he's still alive.
If he's still alive, right?
And who's going to play the younger you?
I don't really know.
Yeah, we got to do a bunch of auditions for that because they have to be.
Well, that's it. We have to have auditions.
Probably if I have a son.
If he has a son. Is this kid not a visionary? He sees the future. He sees the past. I love it. I love it.
Well, good answer. Justin Timberlake is a good one.
If he's alive, Tim. Come on.
Of course.
If he is alive here. So let's we're gonna bring another star onto our show. His name is Wally Waiters, and he has a book, and he's premiering it today with us. So he's the one we're going to be interviewing, along with Wendy and Tim. Mm-hmm. But he is also a television producer.
Ooh.
Your mom would be glad to hear that, to know. Mm-hmm. He is one of the most powerful people I know. He's like a brother. And you now are going to get to introduce him and to welcome him. So I see our director is pulling him in on the screen. So now we're going to kill time, right? So now we're going to kill time.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to decide you wanted to be a movie star?
From all of the movies I watched, I know they're actors, and they're acting out a part of a person that's either real or not real.
Okay. And so you like acting too?
Yes, I love acting.
You love acting. You love acting. So what do you like about acting?
I like acting out the lines that my teachers give us.
Yes. And do you change body? Should you stand up? Do you put on grimaces when you act?
So usually you have to look around.
Wait, would you guys like to see him look around? We're gonna have a scene with G Money. It's a big TV, it's a big movie, and this is a scene of the camera coming on him, and he's gonna look around. All right, are you ready? No, not yet. We got to tee it up. It's going to be, I'm going to count down from 10, 9, 8, and then when I give you, I'm going to go action, and you give the look around look. All right, not yet. Come. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. All right, quiet on the set. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, action! Look at our audience. That was a great look around. Oh man, that was a great look around. Gee, Money. Doesn't that feel good to act?
Yeah.
Look at him sparkle. Oh my goodness. He is so incredibly precious. All right, so let's ask our guest, Wendy, our beautiful guest, Wendy, who just wrote a book today and just premiered her book. What would be a good question to ask her about her book?
What is your book about?
Well, that's a good question. My book is about how to create your best life.
How to create your best life.
How to create it.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. And what does that mean to create your best life? Is that like reverse engineering or anything like that?
Well, it's different for everybody. So each person would define success differently. Like G Money, you describe it as having your own show and being in a movie. And so somebody else might describe it by owning horses, or being a farmer, they would describe. So it's a tool really that asks you questions. So not everybody's clear like you are. Like, you know exactly what you want. Most people are not clear. Even people that are my age, and older, they don't really know what they want. So it's a book that asks questions to kind of get your mind thinking about what do you love and why do you love it? And how does it feel when you do that thing? Or how does it feel when you don't do that thing? You wish you were doing that thing. So it's sort of like a roadmap to get your juices flowing, to get the ideas coming in.
Hold on, we're having a powwow.
Okay.
What do you think? Is it good? We're thinking whether our question is good or not. Please, we're the stars here. Time out.
Yeah.
All right. G Money and I have come up with a question about your book, Mrs. Weiss. Go ahead.
If it turns into a movie, can we be the stars of the movie?
You took the words right out of my mouth. How amazing. Holy smokes. Let me think about it. Let me think. Yes.
I love it. That's our happy dance. So we already did it, right? We got it. And we have attorneys to sign at the contracts. And now look at how a vision expands, Wendy. Your book premiered today is now a movie starring.
Thank you,
Pardon?
Jimmy, because that came from you. That's how big your vision is, that it can influence somebody else. That's
right. All right. We're going to have more discussion while we're bringing. Okay. Ooh, excellent. Okay, we have conferred, G Money and I, behind the curtain, and we have a question I'm going to allow G Money to deliver to you, Mrs. Weiss.
What is the main character about the book?
Well, the main character actually changes. It's a magic book. So depending on who the reader is, the actual main character changes. So the main character can be anything from, a teacher to being a movie star to being the next president of the United States. We kind of won't go there, possibly, but it can be anything. But actually is a magic book because every reader creates a new movie star, like in the book.
Wow. That was a good answer. I'll hold your popcorn.
That was a great question. You are a great interviewer.
He came up with it. We go back and forth, and I wanted to take that idea, but it was his idea. Amazing. And you know what, Wendy? How cool is that a person knowing the book would not naturally ask that question because we think we already know the answer. But a child, a wonder child, would ask that question, and you were able to give back a magical answer. I mean, that's why this is the Movies and Popcorn movement. The answer of how we're going to feed and clothe every child on the planet and share movies and popcorn with them, how we're going to do this is right in these minds. It's right here, sitting beside me. So, wow, what a great question. All right, we're going to confer on one more question before we bring on our star, Wally Waiters, okay? Right?
Trying to eavesdrop.
Well, there's Wally Waiters, so he has a question about this.
How did you pick Wally Waiters?
Wendy, he asked you.
Okay, so what was the question again?
How did you meet Wally Waiters?
How did I meet him? Well, I would say that was happenstance, and I was in the right place at the right time.
Wow.
I had
I love her.
Something kind of like you think it's not such a good thing. Like I lost my computer, how that would not be a good thing. So I lost my computer. I had left it at the convention center.
Okay, wait. This is what happened earlier. An obstacle. It was a lava pit. It was in the lava pit, right? And so she had to overcome an obstacle. Okay, go ahead, Wendy, continue.
A lot of people at the convention center. Johnny had just had the Global Vision Conference at the conference center, and I left my computer there. So lo and behold, I called Johnny. He was like late at night. He happened to still be there, and he was able to retrieve the computer, bring it to Los Angeles. So I live like 45 minutes away. I'm driving to pick. First off, I'm so grateful for my computer. Oh my goodness, it's like losing your cell phone, losing your computer. Yes. So I'm so happy. So I'm driving to pick up the computer. I get the computer. I'm so happy. But lo and behold, Johnny is meeting with Wally. Like they had organized that. That's his own story. And they were meeting. And he said, and I was there already close by. Convention center was right there. Do I want to stop by? And he said he had his super special, most amazing friend that he was meeting. And I said, well, at first, truth be told, I was like, I got to grab the computer and get back. Like that was what my mind was thinking. But then when he started to share who he was meeting with and all the magic between the two of them, that's when I was like, that's when you know you do a detour and you're like,
yes,
you're almost going to say no, but then something guides you to say yes. And then I said yes. And that's when I walked in the door of the Riverside Hotel, because you remember details of things that are important.
Right.
You remember the details. And so I walked in and there they were outside. It was a beautiful night right there. And that's when I met Wally. And that's when that magic even grew even bigger. So that
absolutely.
That was all because I lost my computer.
Interesting.
All right. Now we're taking a time because we're going to talk about segue. Now this is television talk for my co-host here. Segue into our next star guest.
Oh my God, so lovely. Wow. I mean, goodness gracious, too bad.
All right. We got this.
Yep.
For the first time in the history of a Global Vision Conference, G-Money, Boy Wonder, Little Prince, Mini Me is going to introduce our star guest, Wally Waiters.
I would like to introduce Wally Waiters.
Woo! All right, come on. And the crowd went wild. What's up? Hi.
Welcome, Wally.
Welcome. Glad to be here.
First question from G-Money. Ask Wally your first question. You got this. I can see. Go ahead.
So I heard you wrote a book today.
Yes.
What is it about?
Well, the book it's called Transformational Truths, and it's really about my life, actually. And funny thing, we keep talking about obstacles. And, you know, one of the principles that I believe is that I wrote in my book is that obstacles are an invitation to greatness. In other words, sometimes you may seem like things aren't going the way, but when you know everything is always working out for you, it gives you that hope. And I wrote that quote probably 2016. Because it's an invitation. Obstacles are not something we can't overcome. We're going to go over them, under, or through them. But usually when you go through them, you create greatness out of that. So the book is all about some obstacles that I went through and principles that I developed to help myself get through them, but also for everyone who has any challenges, vision, or purpose in their life.
Very good. And how did you write it in a day?
in a day. It did not take a day. First of all, let me just set the record straight. G Money. It happened. Actually, it was written. The principles and precepts were written 4 years ago. It took me about a month to put everything together.
Wow. That's a long time.
Yes, it's a very long time. That's most. You actually maybe, how old are you, 7? You're probably about 2 or 3 years old back then.
Did you? Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
We're going to confer. We're going to have a confer. Pay no attention.
Okay.
G-Money's going to handle this question, Mr. Waiters.
Who are the TV stars you know?
Oh, the ones I know or who I work with. There's several. Actually, I know TV stars. William Shatner. I know Lou Gossett Jr. I know Larry King. And I also know some others that I haven't worked with. Those are the main 3 that I've worked with over the past several years.
Wow.
Wow. And you have awards, many awards. He's got it. If you go in his office, all these awards on what are these awards for, Mr. Waiters?
Well, for my shows, I've won multiple Telly Awards. They're called Telly Awards. And actually, Brandstar, they have a wall right behind me. They have hundreds of them. I won probably 30 or 40 of them. And they were for shows that I did, well, for example, Made in America, about products and services developed here in this country. Also, we did a whole series. We won on public education of the 21st century, won 15, 20 on that. And then the other series was looking at veterans. What are we doing to put our veterans to work? Those are 3 of the topics won a lot of awards on for the In View series with Larry King.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So cute.
Yeah. What is your vision for this book? And wait, I want to stop because he has the best director here because she keeps letting it. I'm the one that's not sitting up in my chair. Our director here, right? Your director's letting us know. You got to sit up straight. I'm the one that's all leaned over. Like, you are my man. You're teaching me, man. All right. Mr. Waiters, it's so hilarious. I'm like, that's right. And you're all sitting up. Yo, man, I'm learning from you. Become like a child, right? Did you hear that laugh, Wally?
So Johnny, you got this.
For your book?
Well, the vision for my book is simply this, is to equip people. It's all about people being prepared. And I tell people all this time, and Wendy, thanks for sharing your story before about where you came from, because it's through those dark times, I tell people. I have a quote that is going to be a part of the book. Sometimes your best writing comes from your darkest times. And for me, I was going through a rather dark time at that point. So my book is written, produced, and designed to get a message out to people no matter where you're at in your journey in life. If you're going through dark times, if you're elated or happy, or wherever you're on your transformational journey. It's a book of principles and truths and experiences developed for me during those difficult times to help encourage other people who may be going through the same at a certain stage of their life.
Show them your socks.
Oh my gosh, we're showing socks now, Wendy.
Yeah, you got to see his socks. He's got Star Wars socks on.
Dude, that is so freaking cool. That is so cool.
Is he not the coolest? So
the coolest.
And he is. You were on a Jedi journey. You were on a Jedi journey, Wally.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. This is the best interview ever. So share about this journey, because that's what you're talking about. Transform and becoming a Jedi.
Okay, if you want to use the word Jedi,
well, no.
I like. Okay, I got
use your word.
That's fine. Jedi is good because it does fit into it. Well, a journey, life is a journey and not a destination. We've all heard that before, right? So as you go through a journey, you're going to have ups and downs. It's not like it'll be, and sometimes, like I said, is that when you develop a strength through these journeys, you develop experience. And my life's journey has taken me to a place that now, as I come on the other side of this, that I can see clearly to guide other people through. It's one of those things that there's a scripture when they went across the Jordan River. Okay. They crossed the Jordan, which represents trials and tribulations. Once they crossed over, they can go back out, reach out a hand and help their brothers. And that's where I see this. So I can reach back and help my brothers and sisters in this life's journey to overcome some of the obstacles and give them vision and clarity as to how I did it. Everybody's journey is different, but that's what I really see myself doing, is helping others.
Right.
Right.
Wow.
I'm the master of the soundbite.
Wendy, do you have a question for Wally?
Well, oh my goodness, I have a lot of questions. I know we're all like, we want that book and we want that book now. So what would you say,
Cut out.
like for someone who wants to walk away with like a tool right now? They're like, okay, I'm going through
I can't hear you
right now. What would be one tool that you can throw out?
Okay, I got it, Wally. Can you hear me, Wally?
I cannot hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Because I can't hear Wendy for some reason. She's muted.
Can you hear me?
Could someone help us out here? You can hear me, but I can't hear. Unmute. Okay. I can't hear Wendy at all, guys.
Can you hear me? Okay. And this happens.
I can't hear anybody.
This happens in television. So it happens a lot of times in television, he says. It happens a lot of times in television.
Oh, bummer.
So what about your, does that mean we got it, Victor?
Bluetooth connection. 1 second.
I think it's yours, Wally.
Connected. I'm not hearing it all, Johnny. I can't hear anyone right now.
Okay. Speak. We can hear you.
Okay. Can our engineer help us here a bit?
Speak. Yep.
Okay. I can hear me, but I can't hear you. Okay. I can't hear either one of you. Let me try something real quick. Engineering, because I'm connected. I can hear everything else, but I can't hear you guys. Okay. So let me do this. Let me reconnect. Let me try to reconnect. Okay. So bear with me. Can you talk now?
Yes. Yeah. Can you hear us? There it is.
Okay.
Now you can hear us.
So Wendy, what was your question?
Oh, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Let me see if I can hear you now. Hold on.
You let me know.
I think
I can hear you now. Yes, perfect. Perfect now. I'm back in.
Okay, perfect. So someone is listening right now and that can hear. Someone that's listening right now and they actually can hear. What would be a tool that somebody could pull out of their toolbox, or a principle that they can use like this afternoon in their life?
Okay, one of my favorites that I've written is talking about dreams and visions. And so we're talking about visions. You know, a vision, a dream is something you hold very dear to you. And a lot of times we get very enthusiastic or passionate about something in our lives. So it's about being clear about things. And one of the quotes or principles is do not share your dreams or visions with everyone, because their inability to comprehend them will cause them to undermine them. Say, for example, you get a great idea. You're going to start your own business. You're going to do this. You work for the post office 20 years, but you said, you know what? I'm ready to start this business. You go tell your wife, you tell your best friend, you tell your mother, you tell your father. They're going to say, what? Are you crazy? You're going to leave that pension behind to go and do something like that? Are you out of your mind? My point is this, and what happens so many times is that people do this. They open up to people, and the people that are closest to them who have well intentions, they talk them out of their dream. And that 15, 20 years go by, they still haven't lived it. So my point is, find people who are like-minded. When I didn't say don't share it, I said with everyone. Because someone who's done something, someone who's accomplished something good, like a Wendy, like a Johnny, like myself, and people are going to support you. And it's like you're a trailblazer. You've already blazed a trail. So again, you can reach back and help other people. So that's one principle I would tell you, because they're going to tell you, are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? What do you mean you want to do this? And you understand, I've spoken with so many people over the years. They did this and had their dreams snatched away by someone, and it's never going to die. And then one day they're going to come back to a conference like this and bring it back to life and find the right people to share it with.
That is great advice.
Did he answer that? Wendy, he answered it.
Yeah.
All right.
About like you're sprinkling energy everywhere, and like you need like a lot of concentrated energy for your dreams. So tell the right person that can add to the positive.
That's
energy.
right. And she told me one time, you told me something a couple months ago. You said, Wally, that energy is not for everyone. I sort of felt that already. I said, you know what? But like I said, the right people, they'll pour energy into it. They'll support you, give you direction and guidance. Absolutely.
And what's a message you would want the youth to hear from your book?
What I want the youth to hear is reality, okay? First of all, that we create our own reality. And the funny thing is, as a child or as a youth, guess what? We don't have all the blocks and limiting beliefs and patterns and experience of life. So, and part of that is what I share about my story is that I would tell the youth to, first of all, sit with your parents. You know, my mom was very progressive and she was very enlightened, Barbara. And first of all, I want to say thank you to them. They're in heaven now, but Barbara and Sterling Waiters for giving me guidance, giving me good examples. My mom sat me down at the age of 15, said, what do you want to do with your life? I said, well, I'm a great speaker. You can be a lawyer, you could be a doctor, you can do whatever you want to do, but what would you say? I said, I want to be in television. This is as a young kid. And so basically the principle of it, hold on to your dream and never let it go. You can be what you want to be, do what you want to do, and have the things you want to have in life.
So for someone, Wally, that let's say they're mired in a lava pit, what quote, what page, what chapter of your book, if someone is in a lava pit, as G Money talked about from Star Wars earlier, how would they, how do you get out of a lava pit?
First of all, it starts right here in your mind, right between your ears. And one of the things I tell people is simply this: you have to rise above it consciously. Because as long as your mind is, it doesn't matter. Your mind's in a lava pit, you're stuck there. You know, and I say rise above your circumstances. Don't look at the things around you, look within. Because when you look within, you have to have a shift in your mind first. So one of the principles would be to rise above it. Because when you rise above it mentally, everything else follows. And that's a conscious choice. And you have to remember that we are conscious creators. So we create our own reality. So I would say first, see yourself out of the pit already. That's what Excellent. I would tell you.
So someone that has a vision, like G Money's vision is to have his own television show. You're saying see yourself in that show.
Yes. First of all, set an intention. That's what I did. I remember I had a story again. I made an intention when I was in college. I wanted to have my own TV show. And it was when I was in college of my junior year, I entered journalism college. Well, within about 10 years or so, I had an award-winning show, Lou Gossett Jr., the Profile series, Interview at Larry King, but it started with an intention being set. And I saw myself having my own show. I really did, but I didn't know what it was going to be. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I just knew it was in my destiny. And like we talk about it, it's not the reason, it's not the how. It's just having that intention set and seeing yourself in that position. I can see you there, Gaspari, for sure. Or G Money.
Right? He's got, wait, it's called the it factor in your business, right? He's got the it factor. I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it. We're going to bring in, before we bring in any of the other crew, as we're coming to the end of the day, the end of the show. Wally, what would you like to? Oh wait, can we order your book?
Yes. What you can do right now to order it, I want you to just go to my website, and Victor put that link up, and then we're going to have this ready to print. First of all, the ebook is ready for delivery on the 27th, which is Monday. But I'm going to do a printed version, but I got a couple of people going to write forwards for the printed version. Once I get that written, we're going to be able to rock and roll with the regular version of the book. First edition, because Wendy told me, Wally, there are many iterations of a book. So I'm holding on to that and being open-minded to whatever happens next.
Excellent. Wally, what would be your actually, no, you know what? Victor's going to bring the rest of the gang in, and then we'll have you close with your words of wisdom from your book. Okay.
Yes,
and then
absolutely.
We'll close out as a group. Victor, you're bringing everyone in. Well, we're coming to the close of our show here. G Money, right? We're going to have everybody coming on screen. What?
Wow.
Right? Wow. He's got the wonderness. What have you enjoyed so far about your performance and our work?
There's Wendy. Okay.
Asking questions.
Asking questions, right? We had some really good questions.
Yes.
Right, Wally?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Wendy's questions, we had some really good questions. And we went on a journey.
Yeah.
And we didn't land in any lava pits.
Yeah.
Right? You can, Wally, I'm sure you know you can land in lava pits if you're on a journey of life,
Oh,
right?
for sure. Yeah, you will. I'm going to tell you, it's very highly possible that you can. Probable. Absolutely.
Excellent. I see our gang is here closing out the day. Would you guys give it how about my co-host here for the first Global Vision Conference? Co-host here live with me on camera. Was he not remarkable? Give me go. Let's go around and give me one word about G Money's performance, and then we're going to go around and give him one advice for his vision. All right. First, give me a word for his performance. I'm going to start at the bottom. Tim, go ahead. One word for G Money's performance, and you accept it. You accept. Yeah. Thank you. Right. You accept this gift they're giving to you. Tim, one word.
Confident.
Confident?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Andrea, one word.
Stupendous.
Thank you.
Coach Rochelle.
Powerful.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Dan.
Deanne,
Yes.
inspiring.
Inspiring. Ooh, he is inspiring. All right. Here we are. Wendy.
Outstanding.
Ooh. Thank you.
Conscious creator, Mr. Wally Waiters.
I would say fantastic.
Thank you very much. All right, now because movie stars, and movie stars like to all right, enough of me, enough of you, of me talking about myself. You guys talk more about me. So tell us what you loved about the performance. And I will accept it too. How were we together as a team? Johnny and G Money, first time live Global Vision Conference. We're going to go around. You don't have to say one word because this is recorded for history for both of us. That your impression of our chemistry here on the first time. Give us some love. We'll start with you. Actually, Sonny, we'll start with you.
Muted.
Synergistic.
Synergistic energy. Okay. Tim.
Oh, let's see. So amazing chemistry. And G Money, I think it's time for you to go on your own. You don't need Johnny, man.
No. Don't. They're going to try to tell you that. They're going to try to know.
Don't listen to any of them. Awesome.
Funny. Hilarious. But you see how smart he is? He knew you were joking. He is that smart. He knew this is someone who believes in him. You know what I mean? This is right. Powerful. Thank you, Tim. Hilarious. Andrea, tell us something that was great about our performance.
A great collaboration.
Yep.
All right. Coach Rochelle.
What comes up for me is that the both of you are in sync, you're in alignment, and it's trusting this process that going back and forth, it's like a dance, it's like a movement, and it was profound, innocent and profound.
Are there more? Is there any more people in the green room? Bring them out. Who else is out? Hey, Victor, call the neighbors. Get the neighbors. All right. Yeah, go ahead. Let it rip.
So I just kept thinking adorable when I was watching the two of you, just adorable, adorable. And Johnny, he brings out the even more so the youth in you, the child in you, and you two just are bounce off each other, and it's just magnificent, magnificent synergy.
Thanks a lot. Love it. All right. Wendy.
Captivating. Completely captivating.
Captivating. Love it. All right. Did I get everyone?
I didn't go. I'd say you guys were totally lit. That's what's up. Fire. Lit.
Ooh, we'll take that. Lit. That's a television term. How about from his manager? Or his manager, what would you like to say about our performance?
Amazing.
Amazing. Come on, you remind her that tonight. If anything goes wrong with anything we do, remember how amazing we were today? Or yesterday. Or last week, right? Yes. Mighty G in the house.
My goodness.
Too much. Our incredible producer, director, video, cameraman, cinema photographer, Victor Choi. Behind the scenes. All right. So, Wally.
Yes.
First of all, I want to thank my co-host for today, for being my star, for trusting me, for your vision, which is my vision, that we both believe every child on the planet should have
popcorn and movies, clothes and food.
Yes.
Awesome.
Right? Doesn't get better. What a day, everyone. What a day of innocence, of wonder, of teammanship. Nothing was perfect. Nothing went perfectly, but it was magical. Everyone from everyone doing all of their part, their roles to make today happen. We're going to have, just like at the very first Global Vision Conference, Wally, you share your truths and take us out, and then Victor will close the curtain. We'll all take a bow, and Victor will close the curtain. Wally,
okay,
go ahead.
Right.
Let it rip.
This is what I'm going to tell you guys right now. This is something Johnny inspired me when he was coaching me years ago, and it's just a saying: don't act, be. Don't try, do. Don't walk, swag. Don't exist, but live. Don't act, be. A lot of us are playing the role that someone else wants us to play. It's time for you to be yourself. Take off the freaking mask and be authentic. Don't try, do. Trying insinuates you're not going to get anything done. As Nike says, just do it. Don't walk, swag. And I'm talking about walk in a place like you're confident. You own the place and you get things done because people can feel your energy. And I like Wendy over there because Wendy gets her swag on our groups. All of us guys are feeling it. And don't exist, but live. Many of us are just existing. We have something inside of us that we need to bring to the world, but we're just existing. What I'm telling you to do is don't sit there and watch life go by, but live life to the fullest. So anybody out there right now, that's one of my favorite principles, several of them actually, because a lot of times there are people sitting out there right now. We talked about this already, but I'm telling you, live your life passionately, live your life fully, enjoy your life totally, and don't let the lions and tigers and bears stop you from having what you want to have in this life. And that's what I want to encourage everybody to do. Thank you very much for joining us today. And thank you very much for all the people who've joined in this movement. It's already done, yet this is just the beginning.
All right, wait, before you shut the curtain. A bow, everyone who was a part of the show, online, offline. Let's take our bow. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Victor.
Much love. Woo! Beautiful, guys.
Really?